We got the new redesigned 26 Palisade on the channel. Roll the intro. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're back here at Freehold Hyundai in Freehold, New Jersey to take a look at the brand new, totally redesigned for 2026 Hyundai Palisade. The color on this one is Abyss Black, black H-Tex interior. This is the SEL convenience trim. So I wanted to bring one to you for the first one out of the gate that I believe is going to be the sweet spot in this new Palisade lineup, because it's going to give you about 80% of what you would want in the higher level trims at a much more affordable price. So you can let me know if you think I'm right or if you think I'm totally wrong as we go through this vehicle. So let's dig in. Front end of this Palisade in the Abyss Black, and we have a total redesign of the front end to kind of bring it into line with other vehicles in the lineup, like the new Santa Fe, like the Ioniq 9. So they're going with the same kind of design language on this Palisade. We have full LED lighting up front, including the turn signals, huge daytime running lights, and then we're going to have functionality in the grille top and bottom with some chrome trim up top and the daytime running light going across the top of the grille, as you can see, with that Hyundai badge right in the middle. So a very interesting look at this new Palisade. I think some people are going to love it, and I think some people are going to hate it. As we move over to the wheel and tire package, it's an 18-inch machined aluminum alloy wheel in silver, Hyundai badge on the center cap. The wheels, though, are wrapped in Nexen all-season tires, 235 on the width, a 65 series sidewall 18s, all four corners, all-wheel drive. You can also get the Palisade in front-wheel drive to save some money. Here is the Abyss Black with the chrome accents and the silver on the wheels. So with the color of black, I think it works. You let me know what you guys think. The back end of this vehicle, though, looks a lot like a Range Rover. You let me know what you think about that as well. We're going to go flat black around the wheel wells and down on the door sills. We're going to have color match side view mirror caps with LED turn signals, color match front and rear door handle, the fuel filler door on the left. And then we have this brushed aluminum trim along the back window here and along the top, kind of go matching the roof rails. But as you can see, it just looks a lot like a Range Rover here on this back quarter panel. As we move up, we have the roof spoiler coming off the top, color matched roof shark fin antenna. Again, the aluminum finish on the roof rails with your standard sunroof. And then as we come over the back, we have the roof spoiler coming off the top, the wiper tucked up underneath the roof spoiler to clean it up in the back, and then a full spread of LED lighting in the back of this Palisade with the Hyundai badge and Palisade in brushed aluminum on the back of the tailgate. We're going to go flat black on the rear bumper area, and our exhaust is tucked up underneath the rear of the vehicle. All right, we're under the hood of this 26 Palisade, and we got a lot to talk about. We have a power plant change in the V6 engine. Out is the 3.8-liter V6, made into an 8-speed automatic. That produced 291 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque and can tow 5,000 pounds. In is the 3.5-liter naturally aspirated V6 engine, made into an 8-speed automatic transmission. 287 horsepower, 260 pound-feet of torque, and this vehicle can tow up to 5,000 pounds. 426, Hyundai is also introducing a hybrid setup in the Palisade. It's going to have a turbocharged 2.5-liter inline 4-cylinder hybrid engine made into 2 electric motors, which is going to bring you 329 horsepower and 339 pound-feet of torque while towing 5,000 pounds. So a lot of action going on under the hood for the new 26 Palisade. Let me know what you think about this 3.5-liter V6 in and the 3.8-liter V6 out. MPGs, though, haven't changed. 18 in the city, 24 on the highway, 20 combined, and the engine's minimum octane rating is 87. So you can run this on regular unleaded gas. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, here we go. Base price for the 2026 Hyundai Palisade SEL Convenience all-wheel drive is $44,870. This vehicle's got a few options on it. We'll look at those when we go through the window sticker. Once we add those in, and a destination and delivery charge of $1,495 from Hyundai's Ulsan, Korea assembly plant, we have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $47,025. And for those that are interested, there is no import fee attached to this vehicle. Starting with the driver door panel, it's all black action, right? We're going to have black soft touch material across the top all the way through the insert. Black soft touch material, actually the H-Tex material with the stitching on the armrest. We're going to have brushed aluminum on the switchgear. You're not going to have power fold mirrors though in the SEL Convenience, and you're not going to have memory seats. We do have a large door pocket right here, and then into the footbox we have a large dead pedal brake and accelerator with the floor mats in the rear of the vehicle at this time. We do have a flat black plastic Palisade door sill plate to welcome you to the vehicle. Full power with lumbar for the driver and the front passenger, and then the black H-Tex material with the stitching and the perforation. Bolstering is firm but forgiving. The headrests firm but forgiving. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver, and then we move over to this totally redesigned dash. We're going to go soft touch. We're going to go brushed aluminum. We're going to have this, what looks like an open pore wood design in here, but it's just painted plastic, but it looks pretty cool. See if I can give you a close up on that. Into the heat and air vent. And then we're going to have soft touch material. We have a shelf in here that's rubberized where you can store your phone, which is nice. And then underneath that, we have a large glove box. Now, as we come on over, we have the latest and greatest 12.3-inch Hyundai next generation infotainment system, where we're going to have wireless CarPlay, Android Auto in the Palisade, finally. And we're going to have built-in nav, touchscreen capability, nice pinch to zoom right there. And what I do like is you can work it from up here, but they did save the hard controls down below. So you don't have to go through into the screen to control it, which I really, really like. So from here, here's all the controls. We can go to our home. And from home, we can have our maps. We can have our radio. We can click on that, and we can see that we're going to have AM, FM, Sirius XM. So I do like that. Then we can go back to home. Again, you can either hit it up here, or you can go ahead and use down below. You can Bluetooth your phone. Then you have all of your other tiles that you can go through, weather, sports, and all that jazz all the way through. Looks good. HD HD radio data. Then you have your setup right here, where you can go through your vehicle setup, navigation setup, set up your speakers, right? Bluetooth your phone, connect your devices, driver profile, set that up, cluster, right? General settings, all of that. If you go to vehicle settings, this is where you can set up your climate. It's right there. You have your driver assistance mode, drive modes, your lights. Now, you're not going to have ambient lighting in this SEL Convenience, but you can set up how you want the vehicle to perform right there. And then you have your general settings. Once you hit setup, you can go back to your general settings, and the general is where you're going to set up your system info, date and time, language, all that stuff is in here. And then you're back to the beginning. Now, if we go to reverse, we got a nice clear backup camera with trajectory. We don't have 360-degree view, but you do have some additional views up top. And then we can go back to park, and we are good to go. We move down. We have 2 heat and air vents, 4-way hazards, and then we have all of our switches to control the infotainment screen with our volume and tuning knob over there. Drive modes are dealt with over here, as well as auto vehicle hold. And we do have that painted plastic to make it look like wood, which is a nice touch in here. Down further, we do have dual climate with 3-stage heated seats for the driver and the front passenger, but you're not going to get a heated steering wheel in the SEL Convenience. Would have liked to have seen that, but you got to be careful here because this is going to be some gloss black action. Now, down further, we do have a floating center console, so underneath you have more area for storage that's rubberized. a 12 volt, another shelf up here. So they got you set there. And then we have a wireless charging pad with 3 USB-Cs, 2 cup holders, and we have our Hyundai key fob. I'm not in love with this new one. It's just too light and plasticky. But we go lock, unlock, remote start, panic button. And then we have a huge soft armrest. And then we can open that up. And we have a much larger felt-lined area for storage down below. The Hyundai steering wheel in here, very much Ionic 9 on this interior of this new Palisade. It's a leather-wrapped wheel with 10 and 2 notches with cross stitch. Feels good. We have the Morse code, the 4 dots, H in Morse code for Hyundai. Round bottom wheel, but this is a huge open and airy passenger cabin. No problem getting in and out. We do have some brushed aluminum to lift the wheel up. And then we're going to go with our flat black switch gear. On the left here, you're going to have your adaptive cruise control, controls for the digital portion of your digital dash, I should say. And on the right, same as before, telephone, voice commands, modes for infotainment system, favorites, and volume. We do have paddles in case you want to go up and down this 8-speed automatic manually. On the left side, you're going to have your headlight controls, turn signals, high beams. On the right side, you're going to have front and rear wiper. And then over here on the left, bright and dim the dash, pop the tailgate, engine auto stop start on or off, tow mode, electric brake, traction control off. And then we do have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. And this right here in the middle is the drowsy driver detection camera. And just like the Ionic 9, we have the gear shift down here in behind the stalk for the wipers. So right here is where you have your push button start on the stalk. Then if you want to go to drive, it is 2 clicks towards the dash. And then if you want to go to neutral, it's 1 click towards you. And then if you want to go to reverse, it's 2 clicks towards you. And now you're in reverse. Go back to park. You push the end of the stalk. And now we're back in park. But here we go. There's our 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster. And let's check out our drive modes. So we have Sport, My Drive, Eco, and Normal. And it changes, gives you a different vibe for each one. So I do like that. And then if you want to go to your terrain modes, the button right here, you just push in. And that'll take you to terrain. And then the terrain modes will be snow, mud, and sand. And then we can go back to our regular drive modes. And I think we'll start off in normal, but we'll definitely check out sport with the paddles on the drive in this vehicle today. And then you have additional information that you can go through from left to right. And then you do have additional pages that you can thumb through using the scroll bar on the left side of the steering wheel in case you want to see other things up when you're going down the road. Overhead console, you have your SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road, Hyundai Blue Link to talk to Hyundai or to hook up your phone to the vehicle. And now, if you want your LED lighting to come on and off when you open and close the door, this button right here remains off. So when you open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, lighting will dim out. And then our regular sunroof, you just throw it back with your hand, the shade, and then one touch open, wind buffeter comes up, roof goes back, one touch closed. And if you want to tilt, all you have to do is push that button towards the roof. It tilts up or tilts down, and then just pull the shade back with your hand. Rear view mirror, frameless rear view mirror with auto dim, sun visor, really big, with a vanity and an LED light. And does it slide? Yes, it does. Getting into the mid-row of this 3-row Palisade, but first the rear door panel, same vibe, all black with the silver or the brushed aluminum, but we do have security shades on the back of each rear door. I do like that. Same materials, soft touch all over, so nice consistency of design front to back. Now I have the seat set for my driving position. We do have a grab handle in case you need it to hop on in, but no problem getting in. Now I had to duck a little bit to get in. The seats here in the mid-row sit a little bit higher up than the front seats do, but once I'm in at 5'11", plenty of room for my head, shoulders, and knees. And then on the back of the seat here, we do have the H-Tex, and then we're going to go plastic. Then we have a seat pocket behind the driver and the front passenger, USB-Cs behind each front seat. Very common for Hyundai and Kia to do that. And then our center console area, no heat and air vents right here. We do have a garbage where we can pull out, throw some garbage in there if you want to do that. And then up on the roof, we have our rear climate in here with heat and air vents in the roof and LED lighting all the way around as well. Now, as we come on down to the captain's chairs, it's the same black H-Tex with the same design. Looks good, nice and soft. The armrests could be a little thicker, but they don't ratchet, so I like that. But overall, it's pretty comfortable here in the back of this Palisade, at least in the mid-row. Let's jump in row number 3, see what that's all about. Getting into row number 3, well, here we go. The button is on the back of the captain's chair seat back. You hit it, pops the seat up and out of the way, and now we can just walk right in. So we walk right into the back, and the third row here, same H-Tex material with the design, nice and soft. So I love how they didn't cheap out on the back seats. In the back here, 2 cup holders, USB-C. So I do like that. On the left side, 2 cup holders, USB-C. Speakers, heat and air vents for the third row as well. And if I slide over, if I have a normal sized person right here, I got enough room for my head and shoulders. Knees are a bit high, but at least I got room to fit. So if I'm a full-size adult, I can hang out back here for a while. And if I'm locked back here because the guy in the captain's chair got out and didn't let me out, I got the escape hatch button right here. I just push that, push the seat forward, and then I can let myself out. Getting in the tailgate of this Palisade SEL convenience, it's a power tailgate. You can pop it from the dash. You have a hands-free option, or you come to the back and right underneath the H in Hyundai, actually underneath the S in Palisade, hit the button, beeps a couple of times. Nice electric assist on the way up, nice electric assist on the way down using this button. Now, with all rows up, 19.1 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this new Palisade. In the back here, we do have the carpeted floor mats. We do have some accessories like the cargo net and the first aid kit that came as options. Underneath the floor here, we do have our security shade, which can be stored back here with some storage underneath. And then underneath the vehicle, behind the tow hitch panel, you have your spare. So thank you, Hyundai, for the spare. So now in the back here, we have a 12 volt for power, which I do like. And you can let the third row down by pulling this, keeping tension on it. The headrest falls and you can throw it forward. Pull the strap, headrest falls, keep tension on it, throw it forward. And now with the third row down, you got 45.8 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Palisade. And in typical Hyundai Kia fashion, they always have mid-row drops in the back of these SUVs, and that continues with this redesign. You can drop the mid-row to the left, down it goes, to the right, down it goes. You just can't power them back up. So now with both the third row and mid-row captain's chairs down, 86.7 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this 26 Palisade. Window sticker time, here we go. 26 Palisade SEL convenience, all-wheel drive, abyss black, black interior. Government safety ratings aren't done yet. Standard features. There are the options. There's a lot of accessories on this one. Total vehicle MSRP, $47,025. MPG estimates, just about the same as the old 3.8 liter V6 they had in here. No real change there. Made by Hyundai in Korea. Let's take this baby out for a spin. All All right, we are zipping down the road in this 26 Palisade SEL Convenience, and right off the bat, great visibility out of all the glass. Nice big side view mirrors, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision, all that action in here for safety. LED lighting up front and out back for safety as well, so that's a good deal. The suspension, nice and smooth, well damped, well tuned chassis, big sidewalls, so it's soaking up the bumps and giving you a really smooth ride. And at the end of the day, the Palisade is a people hauler. It's not a sports SUV. It's not a performance SUV. It's designed to get you, your family, your friends, and your gear around town or on road trips with comfortably and fairly economically. And it feels good on the road. We're up here at 60 miles an hour, feels fairly quiet, and it's just very smooth. It's such an easy vehicle to drive. And the Palisade / Kia Telluride has been that way since its inception, right? Now we're gonna turn this baby around, do our turning radius test here, and that's gonna be 19.6 feet. Not the skinniest, I would say. And around we go. And we are going to make it. So a little bit wider than I would think for a vehicle in this class, but it's okay. Now we're going to go ahead. We're going to jump on over to Sport. We'll shift with the paddles and see how it does. Sounds pretty good with the pumped in sound. Not bad at all. Let's try the downshift since nobody's behind us. Not bad. The brakes feel good. Try it again. So it gets up to speed just fine. So at the end of the day, I don't think you're going to lose much. Go back to regular drive now. We'll go back to normal. I don't think you're going to lose much as far as power with this power plant change. I mean, the 3.8 liter V6 was getting old. If I remember right, that engine debuted in like 2005, 2006. So we're at 20 years old on that engine. And, it had manual valve adjustments. It was a direct injected only, so you had to worry about carbon buildup. You had to do a lot of maintenance. So I can see why they're going with this more modern 3.5 and maybe putting to rest the 3.8 liter. Did the company well, but it's pretty much an outdated engine in today's world. So I think the move to the 3.5 is just fine. I love the fact that they kept the V6 in the lineup if you want the gas only Palisade, and if you want to go hybrid now, you can go with their 2.5 liter turbocharged inline 4 hybrid setup with 2 electric motors that bring you even more horsepower and torque, 329 on the horses, 339 on the torque, and give you some more get up and go and get your better gas mileage than this V6. So they have brought some more bandwidth into the Palisade lineup. But you can also go calligraphy ultimate or ultimate calligraphy, whatever they call it. You want to spend 60 grand on a Palisade, be my guest. But that's not me. This one's got about 80% of that. I would have liked to seen it have a heated steering wheel. That's really the only criticism of this SEL Convenience all-wheel drive that I have. If it had the heated seats and the heated steering wheel, $47K, I think it's a value buy in the segment, depending, compared to what you get from the other manufacturers in this segment. But you let me know what you would do. If you're in the market for the midsize 3-row SUV, heavy competition, the Palisade has been totally redesigned. This is the 2nd generation Hyundai Palisade. They've Ioniq 9'd it up outside and inside. So let me know if this is the kind of vibe you want to go with now in the Palisade, or are you going to try to find yourself a 25 because you don't like this redesign, or are you going to go somewhere else with your hard-earned money? Let me know, put it in the comments. But I do want to thank Freehold Hyundai for allowing the channel access to this brand new 2026 Hyundai Palisade SEL convenience all-wheel drive in Abyss Black for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.